So guys, welcome back to Call of the Wild. Another beautiful morning back in the Yukon. Look at this. It never gets old. It really doesn't. But today we're doing something that I've wanted to do for literally weeks. Now, I'm going to get straight to it. When we play Call of the Wild, we're helped by certain things. We have these aids that enable us to track down an animal or find an animal, take an animal down. They basically walk us through it, so we don't have to worry about certain things going wrong. So if you look at the bottom right corner there, we've got wind direction with a compass. We've got ammunition. We've got noise meters. And we also have like zero in, which in this instance I do have on. And you can basically use all of these to take down an animal of your choosing. We also have things like tracks that glow up, so we can find the animal's footprints better. We're turning them off today. All of them. Everything we can turn off in terms of aids, we're turning them off. Because I want to create the hardest experience I possibly can in Call of the Wild. And I want to try and make it as real as I possibly can. A lot of you guys have told me to do this in the past, and I've never gotten around to doing it. And I always thought it was a really, really cool idea. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Before I do that, though, I'm going to tell you guys what we're rocking. I think I've played it safe today. So slot number 1 is the 7mm. I don't actually think I dragged it in, but slot number 2 is going to be the 338. It's not the Hunter Mate, don't worry. I'm not going to throw it at the animals. It's going to be the 338. And that's pretty much all we're going to run. Although, I'm thinking now, should we take the 22 with us? I might actually do that. I have a stand with me right now, but I don't know how long it's going to be until we come across an animal. And I think the 22, especially for things like the ducks, might come in clutch if I do want to get an animal today. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap out the stand for the 22. So that's what we're rocking. And we're going to go around the reserve in the Yukon and try and find animals with everything turned off. So once I've turned it all off, guys, I guess I'll be back with you all. Okay, so hide hunting hood. Turn that on because we don't want the hood on. And then everything from downed animal all the way down to track effects. That should be everything. Turn off. And this is what we're left with. So you've got basically a blank canvas. It's just you and what feels like this massive open area. You no longer feel like you're wearing a visor when it's like this. Now, anyone that's taken screenshots before in Call of the Wild, if you don't use the camera to take screenshots with, you've probably done this before. But anyone that hasn't done it, I can't stress enough, give this a go for the first time. This is legitimately the first time I've ever done this. And if you're wondering where we're starting from, it's right at the beginning, Lumbershore. So I'm literally going to be making my way inland to see if we can come across anything. It's almost like we're playing Yukon for the first time again. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do, I've got to be careful as well, because when I'm talking to you guys, it becomes very difficult for listening to the animals. But I think what I'm going to do is head left and then probably head north from there. I want to utilize this early morning start to see if we can hit up some lakes. Another thing as well, which is going to be kind of crazy to me, is the fact that if I do manage to hit an animal, I'm not necessarily going to know it's down. I mean, you can find out with hunting pressure, but I'm not necessarily going to be able to find the animal, I should say, because I've turned that off. So that could take me quite some time as well, depending on how big the animal is. Alright, is there anything around this lake? This is going to be our first stop. It is a little bit surreal, though. The biggest thing for me, of course, going for that lung. Is she going to flip? Is she going to turn around? Oh, wait! Is she down? Oh, yep, she's down and she's sliding. Alright, let's go see. What's that? It's another bear. Okay, so the one thing that I don't think I can turn off, if I'm wrong with this, I apologize to everybody watching this video. I'm fairly certain that I can't turn that off in the top right. At least it's not gone away anyway, and I've turned everything else off. Alright, let's see how we did with the bear. The first one we've taken down, and as you can see as well, look, she's not flashing. There's no tracks anywhere. This is clearly a mark from when we smacked her. So how do we do? Oh, we didn't actually get... Oh, we did nick the lung, but we also got liver and stomach too. Alright, so first animal on the board. Female grizzly. We'll take it. I've just heard a grizzly off in the distance, and you can see it. It's coming this way. And I'm going to try and fight the urge not to press E to spot the animal. At this point, it's second nature to me to do it, so I'm probably not going to be able to do that every time, but I'm going to try and fight the urge to do it. Oh, look at it. Making those noises. I'm so tempted to find out if it's male or... Oh. Ooh. Level 4 caribou by the looks of it. And I say level 4 because of the antlers. Yeah. That's definitely a 4. Where have you gone, though? Are you going to freak out this caribou? Alright, what we're going to do, then, is we're going to get into the tree. I don't know if there's any indicator which I can see which way the wind's blowing. I mean, you can see these kind of, like... It almost looks like hay fever to me. That's the best way I can describe it. I know there's a word for it, but obviously because I'm recording now and I'm talking to you guys, it's completely slipped my mind. There is a way you can see which way the wind is blowing. It's not always the grass, because I have definitely checked that before. But, I mean, you can see it right now. It looks like it's blowing to our right. This caribou is actually in a really good position for me to try and smack it. Not with the 22. That'd be one of the most idiotic things ever. I mean, we have done that before with bison, so I say it's idiotic. But you guys have all seen how it went down. Right, so ranging is an issue now. I don't know what I'm ranged at. 75, 150, 300. Could be anything. When the opportunity presents itself, I'm going to try and smack this thing. I'm going to try and do it properly as well. I'm not just going to shoot it for the sake of shooting it. I'm going to try and get a clean hit. That right there isn't bad, but I'm going to try and go through that scapula. I might not get the penetration I want. There we go. That's what I want. There we go. Right, so we got to keep our eyes on it now, because this is going to be tough. I think the only other thing that I can think of doing is when we smack these things... Oh, look at the bear. He's out. Or she's out. I don't know what it is. But the only other thing I can think about is when we do hit the animal, it is so crucial to know the area where I'm hitting it. Or if you guys are playing along, it's super crucial that you know what area you're hitting the animal. Because, I mean, sometimes it's hard enough, even with the tracks turned on, to find where the blood marks are. But, like right now... We're doing the realism thing. It's going to be nearly impossible if I don't have some kind of direction where it is. I mean, examine tracks popping up, so that's telling me something's in the area, but I wish there was a way you could get rid of that. I was hoping that it wouldn't show those things, but I mean, it's going to keep doing it. And you guys can see, I'm not trying to force these things to tell me where it is, and in fact, I am struggling. I don't know where it is. Right, let me put the rifle away. Let's take this slow. Oh, there we go. It's down here. Okay, so I was just looking around the area to see if I could see any marks or any tracks or anything like that. It's almost impossible to see. I don't know if when the animal's down, if it's going to show me that. But, I mean, either way, it's down. It's right next to us, so let's claim it. Okay, we got ourselves a gold. I can't argue with that. Pretty much nailed it exactly where I wanted to. Nice. Okay, so we will take that, except... a cool 1,000 in cash, and we are just going to keep going. I am a little bit concerned that I couldn't see a single track, either from the animal stomping on the ground or the hit from the animal that we did. There was just nothing. At least I couldn't find it anyway, so I'm going to test it a few more times. If it is the case where we don't have tracks or anything, then I think what I'm going to do is when I hit an animal, I'm just going to have to eyeball it to see where the animal's going. There's nothing really special in that group. Over here, it looks like a 3, possibly a 4. Yeah, I'm going to say that's probably a 4. Based on the look of it. And I'm probably going to go for that one too. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to spook anything. As I've said a million times, you really want to be careful, especially with the caribou. You really want to be careful because not all of them stay together. At least that's what I've found on this particular reserve. Some of them will venture off into the trees, like you'll get 1 or 2 of them. And a lot of the time, when I've got my higher level stuff, or, you know, just come across other caribou, they've just been in the trees. So I don't want to spook anything. I want to take my time with it all. So we've got a good position here. That caribou is head on with us. 130 meters out. These guys seem pretty calm too, so nothing much to worry about. I am going to go around this side a little bit, just so I can get a side hit. Where was that bear? That is concerning. Like, I'm going to play this as if it was me in the wild. You know? I'm going to play it as if I'm not just going to walk over to a grizzly bear, which is sitting there possibly eating, defending its cubs and stuff. Oh. Oh no, they're not happy. I got a side-on shot right there. And I don't know what I'm dialed up to, but I'm going to pray that this is now 150. You guys heard me click that. Here we go. That was 300, wasn't it? It's not reacted. Now it has. There we go. That's the difference. That really is the difference. Like, if you don't know what you zeroed at, fine margins. But that's fine by me. That's what I'm looking for today. I'm looking for how much these aids do help us. Like, and how easy we've got it with them on screen. Okay, so I'm under the tree. I'm going to make a few calls to see if the caribou are going to react to this. Come back into where they were. I'm kind of hoping that they're not finished with this spot. And that shot didn't spook them too much. Because if it did, we just need to keep moving. Oh, got something up there. Again, still no idea what I'm zeroed in at. I'm going to guess that was 300. So, it should cycle to 75. And then 150. I mean, we can test it. That's what this episode's all about. Here we go. Tree, don't you do this to me. It did it. Oh, the tree hitboxes in this game. That was perfectly lined up as well. This is the luckiest caribou that's ever been in Call of the Wild. This had 2 shots. Okay, so they're all here. I'm going to dial it down to 75. Here we go. I didn't see any movement. Which might be a good sign. That's actually another nice one there. Probably a 3. Look at the antlers on that. I didn't see any movement though. Okay, let me dial that back up to 150 then. So we go 1, 2. You guys can't see what I'm doing. All I'm doing is just tapping F to change my zero in. And at this point, it's just guesswork. I'm hoping that I'm dialed back into 150. But yep, the animal is down. Nice. So, we went from... Okay, it was actually really lucky that I didn't hit that scapula. It would have probably got the penetration needed anyway, but even so. Nice. Okay. I don't think I'm going to follow that group. I'm going to let them go. I want to, like I said to you guys before, I want to hit up different areas. So, you know, we can kind of come across various animals. So I'm going to do that. I'll be back with you guys in just a second. I will definitely say this about the realism thing that we're doing today. You notice a hell of a lot more without your screen. Okay, so my plan here is to just move in real slow. And I'm going to try and hope that the moose is going to give me another call, or I'm going to see movement. You guys all heard that? It came from down here. What just moved in? Oh, it's right there. Look at that. Look how camouflaged that is. Oh my god. I can see a head. It's just eating away. Just watching her to see what her reaction is. She seems quite content and just eating. I think I do have a side shot there, but it's going to be guesswork, and I really don't want to be guessing to hit the animal. I'm going to wait until I've got more of an opportunity. I should probably get in that tree there. Don't want to freak you out. Yeah, look, she's quite happy just eating. Probably go for a shot straight on the inside. I know that'll do a lot of damage with the 338. In fact, I'm going to do it. Is that Tango down? It is. It's Tango down. For a second, I couldn't see her. You saw how camouflaged she was, though. Like, I genuinely didn't... Unless, if she didn't move when I was talking to you guys then, I wouldn't have seen her. I would have walked straight past her. But, we got ourselves female moose. We actually got a heart shot too. I was actually aiming a little bit higher. It was actually quite a lucky shot, but I mean, I'll take a heart shot. Let's keep it moving. One of the things that I really want to see in today's episode is natural tracks from an animal. I say natural tracks, I'm talking about the game itself, but if you see, say for example, a caribou ran through this spot, like 5 minutes before we got here, I want to see evidence of the grass being flattened like this, and then... you know, a track that's been made. I think that'd be really cool to come across. I think the only way I'm probably going to be able to do that is if I'm close enough to hear a call from the animal that I'm looking for. But there's a chance. I'm definitely going to take it because I want to see stuff like that. I think it adds to this kind of effect that we got going on. I've kept making my way further down, and it looks like we got another group of caribou, which had just settled in behind the lake over there. Usually I see a bunch of them over here, but over this side today. That one there looks like a possible 4. Okay, so I think we've got one tree which is in the way of the one that I want to try and take a shot at, which should be this one here. Yeah, it is that one. Still not quite that nice side-on flush shot that I want, but what's our distance? Did he just move down a little bit more? I think he did. Crap. 170 out. Okay, that's definitely doable. I can definitely crack this guy with 7mm from 170 out. It's quite a nice angle there too. Yeah, I think I should go for that. 178. That shouldn't be any problem for the 7mm. Right, so if I'm not mistaken, we should, if I hit that twice, we should be 150 dialed in now. Here we go. A little bit low. I saw the impact. Definitely a little bit low. Anything going down? Animal down right there. See, that was confusing for me because I thought that was my animal over there. It was actually that one. You guys saw that. That is definitely a bigger caribou. Remember what I said before about them being in the trees? I didn't follow my own rule. I'm trying to rush the shots. Okay, so I've moved down a little bit. You can see where I've moved through the grass. This guy is really throwing me off. The only thing that's bothering me right now is because I'm not spotting the animal. I would know what I was looking for if I would have seen what was on that hill. I mean, nothing else is coming in, so maybe that was it. Looks like they're moving around that way. I mean, if anything, I'll get to see a clearer size of the group now. Let's get a little bit lower with this. I should still be dialed in at 150, which I can still hit from here. It's just going to be a little bit higher because we're closer to it. So switch to that. I'm going to use this so I get a little bit more accuracy. Aim a little bit lower and tango down. Right, let's see if they run. We got any bigger ones in the area? So this guy was a 3. I don't think this is the one that we looked at. I think there's another one up there which is way bigger. Okay, I've spent enough time in this area. I'm going to grab the other one that we got, the first one that we initially shot. And I'm just going to keep moving. Worst case scenario, I do miss a high level one. I can always come back for it. It's not a big deal. Okay, so this guy was a 4. I did clip the scapula. But I got lung too, so that's why I went down fairly quickly. 799. We'll take it. Oh, it is a track. I'm so annoyed that that thing pops up on the screen like that. So I was just going to bring you guys back because I was heading in this direction. I was basically just scanning this hill to see if there was any bison anywhere. These mounds of grass from far away, they look like bison. So I was scanning each and every single one. And then I saw this kind of area where the grass has been pressed down. This is what I wanted to see. We don't see any of the tracks from whatever animal did it. I'm guessing because of the area, it's probably bison. But this is the stuff that I wanted to see. I really wish you could get rid of that. Like, examine track. I don't know if it's a bug, just because I've turned them off while I've had them on in-game. Maybe if I close the game down and reopen it again, it might go away. But we've started now, and I'm just going to fight the urge not to press it. That grass has all been pressed down, hasn't it? Yep, there's an animal around here somewhere. And that's a pretty big spot. That's a bison. This is the stuff that I wanted to see. This makes me happy, guys. It really does. You can hear that I've got a big smile on my face right now. Because this is what I was hoping for. Like seeing little telltale signs like that, the way you know the animals are in the area. And that's kind of what you have to rely on. You can't rely on the aids that you get. Like the tracks, the glowing up tracks and stuff. It just makes finding stuff like that crucial because you know you're onto something. Okay, so I can't quite tell it. I don't think that is. Yeah, no, I think that's just normal. That's just naturally how the land is. So as far as the animal back there, which I'm willing to bet was a bison, the trail's kind of gone cold. A little bit. I'm not seeing any grass that's pressed down. I'm not hearing anything. So like I say, I mean, I don't know if the animal was there a while ago or it's literally right under our nose somewhere and I've just not seen it. If you guys saw it during this episode, let me know. But I haven't seen anything. I think what I'm going to do, though, the plan of action, is just keep heading in this direction. You guys know what I'm going to try and see. We have to visit the wolves. If we're doing something like this, you can't not involve the wolves. I would have done it on another reserve, whether it be lions or the pumas or something. We have to go and see what we can see around near the wolves. Maybe we can see, like, the paw marks in the mud. Oh! What's that? Is that a caribou? Was it you that I saw just poke your head up above the grass? Also, I don't know if you guys just noticed that, but I was using the antler rattle to try and get a reaction out of a caribou, but she came in. So, I don't know. Does it work? Does it not work? I'll have to do a little bit more testing, but I've definitely seen it in the past. Tango down. Should be a nice clean heart shot. That freaked me out a little bit, the fact that the animal just kind of poked its head above the grass, but... Alright, what do we get? Nice and clean. We'll take it. Alright, I think next up is the wolves. I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Okay, we get anything down at the bottom of this? Usually around this area, I tend to see caribou. I sometimes do see wolves around here as well. The last couple of times that I've been on the Yukon, I've seen a lot of wolves over that side, which is really unusual because they very rarely, especially when the map first dropped, they very rarely went over that side for me. They were always over here or up there in the higher parts, but it doesn't look like there's anything here today. Of course there's not. Why would there be? The one spot where I thought I would see wolves, they're not going to be. Oh, got a quick glimpse of something. Is it a rock? Nope. Now that is a dead giveaway because now I know something's there. But we was always going to go anyway. Oh. Okay, so I don't know if the recording picked that up, but there was like a whimper sound, which made me look to my right-hand side. And then obviously we found the wolves, which looked like they were chasing the moose out. Right, let's see what they're doing. That's actually a really nice coloration. I don't think that's a red, but that is a nice coloration. I'm so tempted to press E to see what the level of these things are. I think I'm going to go for that one there. It's got like a slightly red tinge to it, but I don't think it is a red-brown. Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain that's just a common. Is there any other coloration? I don't think there is. I think it's just pretty much that. Look, you can definitely see a distinction between the two. Alright. Let's flick this up. I still think I'm zeroed at 150, so let's dial that down a bit. And we got ourselves a wolf. Don't you do it, Moose. Could have saved your life from a pack of wolves. I'm basically Liam Neeson at this point. You better thank me. Let's go see what we got. Don't ask, guys. Don't ask. Okay, so there's the initial impact. And here is the wolf. Oh, look at its mouth. I don't think I've seen a wolf fall like that before. That is nightmare fuel. Right there. Alright, let's see what we did on it. What was it? So it was a common. Just a level 3, female. Aimed a little bit high. But even so, we took it down straight away. Got myself a wolf. Right, can we see any tracks from the group that left? I definitely wouldn't have spotted this if it didn't say examine track, but even so, look how cool that is. It looks like there's a depression in the dirt from the moose. I was really hoping that we'd be able to see something from the wolves, though. I mean, even if it does pop up saying examine track, I still want to see it, but nothing is. Of course it isn't. Whenever I ask for something in this game, it never... Oh, there we go. I found those ones on my own. It didn't say examine track this time. Is it you? There we go. Tango down. You can all run off now. And knowing my luck, stupid wolves are still going to be around the area. They're going to sneak attack me now when I try and claim this caribou. Alright, doesn't look too great. Probably a 3. Yep, there we go. We got what we wanted, though. I mean, I took my time there, waiting for them to come back, and then the opportunity showed itself, and I took it. Alright, I think what I'm going to do then, is going to push a little bit further down. I want to see if we get a glimpse of them, like, kind of off the bend, like from around this side. You guys will know where I'm talking about. Just at the end down here, if you look to the left, you can see the bend around the lake. And usually you do get wolves that are just laid down around it. It's actually a really cool sight. And there we go. I don't know if that is the same pack that we saw before, but that's what I was talking about to you guys. Usually you do see wolves around that bend. You've just got to be super quiet. That's a red-brown. Should we try and get ourselves a red-brown while we're here? There's some caribou over there too. I don't think that is the group that I just scared off. That's coming in from a completely new location. If I can get just a little bit closer, it doesn't get freaked out by the wind or anything. This would be really nice to get with this kind of realism thing we're doing. I'd be pretty proud of us if we could get this. Right, let's switch to number 2. Zoom in. That's a good hit. Where's she going? So tempted to press E again just to see where she... There she is, she's down. I say she, I don't know what it is. We'll have to see when we get over there, but I'm happy with that. We can be proud of ourselves with that. We got ourselves a red-brown, a couple of other animals as well. Today's been a good day. Another cheeky wolf up there. Don't you do it, wolf. Go down. Wasn't quite a heart shot, but it should be enough. There we go. To put the wolf down. If you guys haven't done this yet, it absolutely adds like a new... It absolutely adds like a different style of playing Call of the Wild. Let's grab the wolf. Stupid thing. Drunk wolf. It definitely changes the way the game feels. I mean, again, I'm going to say it. At the end of the day, it's a game. So it's not even going to come close to the real thing. But, I mean, we can enjoy it for what it is. There's no HUD on. There's no extra aids to help us. We've got to use what we know to try and get by and find what we want, which I think is a really cool way of playing the game. It's not something that I'm going to do all the time, because it's nice having those things, but definitely an option. Alright, let's see. It was a she, and it was a red-brown. What was the distance? 145 meters out. Okay. We can definitely be happy with that. Let's take a look at her. There she is. Alright, so I think, guys, with that being said, that's where we're going to end for this episode. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this yourself. What if we go over there just before we go? The group of caribou. Okay, I think they've moved off over to the left. I don't think there was anything special, but let me know in the comments if you guys have tried this, or even if you haven't, let me know if you do and what you came across and how you found it. I'd be really interested to know and read the comments. But for now, we are going to end. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you all in the next one.